Today I'm going to be speaking about the importance of no texting while driving. 2 years ago, my mom got into a major car accident. She only sustained minor injuries, but two of her friends that were in the car with her were killed. My mom is currently suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder after being involved in the car accident. At first, the incident only seemed like a bad dream to her, but then she started having nightmares about it, and now the sight and sound of the accident haunts her all the time. She has trouble sleeping at night, and during the day she's very easily irritated and she's always on edge. She jumps whenever she hears like the sound of the siren or the screeching sound that the tires make. She avoids TV programs of anything that has to do with car chase, accident scene, and she refuses to go anywhere near the site of the car crash. This has I have to live with her for the past couple of years, and this event has dramatically changed my life and hers too. And because of that, I realized how important it is not to text while you drive. Because the person that crashed into my mom and a friend's vehicle checked her text while she was driving and couldn't brake in time. And I don't know how much that text or how important that text is, but I don't think it was worth the lives of two people. And even though she's completely apologetic about it and whatnot, it's not going to bring those people back to life. So with that being said, I want to talk to you guys about a couple of main points you guys should consider about texting while driving. In 2011, at least 23% of auto collision involved cell phones, so that's about 1.3 million crashes. 13% of drivers are aged 18 to 20 are involved in those car wrecks admit that they were texting or talking on their mobile device at the time of the crash. A study from Utah also indicated that the reason time of a teen driving using a cell phone is the same of that of a 70-year-old driver who's not using a cell phone. So that's a huge difference. The Virginia Text Transportation Institute installed a dashboard inside truck's cab. From the video footage, they found that on average it took about 5 seconds with their eyes off the road when driver experienced distraction. The distance covered in 5 seconds of driving 55 miles per hour is equal to the length of a football field. While there are many laws in each state prohibiting texting while driving, it's only up to the person while they're driving to control themselves not to text while they drive. And everyone should take texting while driving more serious to avoid car accidents and injuries and even deaths. A cell phone ban should be passed nationwide to reduce the number of accidents on the road. So, why do we text and drive? Most people think that people are addicted to their cell phones. However, if you're addicted to something, you're making an irrational decision. However, texting isn't an addiction, it's a compulsive behavior. A study shows that after 6 hours, there's no point in texting your significant other back. You just want your phone back. So after a set of experiments, they realized people are willing to give up a large reward to text a significant other back within half an hour instead of waiting the full 6 hours that they're at work or if they're busy and whatnot. Another reason why people text and drive is because they want to help pass time. They're just doing the same thing every day, so texting and driving is a way for them to just kind of break away from driving, the boredom of driving, and doing the same procedural stuff every day. And there's always distractions from our mobile devices, and as human beings, we just want to attend to it. Research has also shown that one reason why people text and drive is that they have an obsession with socializing. They always have to be on their phone, and they can't concentrate if they're not. And secondly, they've forgotten something or they need to remind others about something. For example, practice, game time, clothing, food, money, groceries, etc., along those lines. Another reason why people may text and drive is because they simply need to ask for directions. Many people use their mobile devices to look for directions, and so it's the perfect distraction for them. A lot of people justify texting and driving that reading a text is safer than composing one. The feeling of urgency to read that text because it's probably something urgent is what a lot of people say when they use their cell phone to look at a text message. Another justification is that people say they hold their phone next to their windshield for better visibility, or they only text or use their phone at a stop sign or red light. The danger of texting while driving includes the following: getting into a car accident, you'll raise your car premium, you're endangering another person's life, you're endangering your own life. Texting and driving is a very dangerous thing. You're putting yourself in danger and the people around you. There are many reasons why texting and driving is dangerous. First, when you're taking your eyes off the road, you're not focused on the road anymore, so you're completely distracted and you're more likely to go into somebody else's lane, endangering their life and yours. Second, when you text and you're taking your hands off the wheel, you can't maneuver and control a car, so the likelihood of you getting into a car accident is extremely high. Who's at risk? You, your family, friends. You never know who's driving. It could be someone you know, someone you care about. So, are there ways to prevent texting while driving? Yes, there are. One, you can turn off your mobile devices. Two, you can either put your phone out of your reach, silence the phone, which is what I do. And this way, if you don't hear the phone ring or anything, you're less likely to respond and go looking for it. But then again, it's a self-choice, it's a personal choice. A lot of people, even though their phone is silenced, if they're at a red light, they're going to be like, I'm bored, I'm just going to check Facebook or see if someone texts me. So again, it's a very personal choice, but these are a few ways to prevent it. There's laws banning most mobile device usage during driving. So in New York City right now, if you were caught texting and driving, you would get points and I believe $250 fine. That is huge, and they recently just implemented that. So the best way to prevent texting while driving is to really plan ahead. Get directions and address before you leave your house. That way you won't have to call or text anyone to get help. And the more prepared you are, the less you're like check your phone and be like, oh, I need help for this and that. And the laws enforced so far for texting while driving is that 10 states plus DC prohibits all driver from using handheld cell phones. 32 states prohibit novice driver from cell phone use. And 39 states, including DC, prohibits all driver from texting while driving. What else is out there? There is DriveCam, which monitors the driver's activity and gives feedback to the driver at the end of the day. And AT&T also has something called Drive Mode, which basically is an anti-texting while driving for Android user and BlackBerry user. For parents and their children, there's also the text-free driving pledge at textinganddrivingsafety.com, where this is more of like a personal decision and you're just pledging to not text while you're driving with your parents. In the end, it comes down to your own personal decision. There's many laws to enforce texting while driving, but it's all up to you. Encourage people you know to not text and drive because of the danger of it. And in closing, I would like to tell you guys, in reality, we will never know the reason why people text and drive. We all do it at one point or another. But texting and driving has caused many accidents and has also caused many deaths, millions of deaths throughout the year, actually. Texting and driving is dangerous to everyone on the road, and that's why there should be a nationwide cell phone ban passed to reduce this number. You never know who's driving when you're on the road. It could be someone you know and someone you love. One text isn't worth their lives and yours. Be aware of others who are texting and driving. Report them and bring awareness to the situation. No texting and driving also mean no Facebook, no social media, no Instagram while driving too. Those are all distractions. The next time you decide to pick up your phone while you're driving, think, Is a text message really worth your life? And that comes to the conclusion of my presentation. Thank you.